Thank you. Good to see you, man. Thank you all very much. I'll tell you, what an extraordinary night this is. I'll tell you what is awesome, that this is a race that is a collective effort. You all are the wind behind us. You all were the momentum that brought this forward. You all represent those who, from east to west, from north to south, are why we indeed will be the next governor and lieutenant governor of this Commonwealth of Kentucky. It is, love to hear those bells. I want to start by, first of all, thanking somebody who I could not do this without. And it's funny, I hear so often, how is it possible that you always seem so rested and you've got things together and you have all these children? How is it possible that you're able to do this? And I'll tell you, you marry well. That's how it's done. And come on up here, baby. Come on up here. This is... My wife is somebody who does not love a lot of fanfare. She's a fairly quiet woman. She's an extraordinary mother. She hates me for doing this to her. But I'll tell you what, this is an extraordinarily strong person, somebody who is gracious, somebody who will make a fantastic First Lady for the Commonwealth of Kentucky. Thank you. That may be all the FaceTime you're going to get from her. I don't know. But while she's here and as a captive audience, I am grateful to you, Glenna. I really am. Thank you. And God bless you. Thank you. I also want to thank each of my children who have endured an amazingly long slug and a lot of times where I was not there for things that I would have liked to have been there for, as I was traveling the state with so many of the others that were running for office, crossing paths with many of you so much more often than even with my own children. And I really want to thank each of them by name. Carolina Grace, Mackenzie Elizabeth. I'll just go to the first names. It could be a long time. I'm going to go to Madison, Olivia, Sophia, Isaac, Lydia, Jonah, and just because it's always fun to do, Dan the Man. I am grateful to you. A little while ago, I had an opportunity to hear from Jack Conway, who very graciously reached out and conceded this race, and it is something I was grateful for. We had a good conversation about several things, not the least of which is that we have much work ahead of us, and that we are Republicans and Democrats, and that we are one Kentucky at the end of the day, and we have much work that must be done. I do want to tell you before I make a couple of simple comments, and we'll keep this short and sweet. I know that many of you are weary of turning on your TV and seeing my evil twin. And so, I just want you to know I have asked him to move out of Kentucky. I have asked that guy, I don't know who he is exactly, but he's been up to no good apparently, and he's been giving me a bad name. And he has been absolutely inundating your airwaves, so I'm hoping for all your sake that you'll be able to watch the football game, you'll be able to watch Jeopardy, you'll be able to watch whatever it is you happen to watch without seeing him and his shenanigans. So we've asked him to move on out of here, and I appreciate you putting up with him for so many months. We talked several times in our most recent ads about the fact that we as a state, we as a party, we as a people, and frankly, we as a nation in some measure, but specific to this moment in time in the Commonwealth of Kentucky, we need a fresh start. We truly do. We need a fresh start. And I'm grateful for the fact that this trajectory that put me here, and I do believe that people find themselves in certain places, certain moment in time for a reason. And I'm grateful for the fact that everything that has afforded me this opportunity began because I was raised by a man and a woman who raised me with things that were of eternal value, eternal consequence. They raised me with an incredible work ethic, but they also raised me with an appreciation and a respect for God, for them, for my country, for the rule of law. And my mother and father are here with me right in front. Give a hand to my mother and father. We are truly blessed. I have other siblings here as well. One of my brothers, one of my sisters, a lot of my nephews are here, and I'm grateful to you all for being here. I truly am. And I'm grateful for the trajectory that you launched me on. My mother told me earlier she thought she liked it a little better when I was the president of the 4-H club and not the governor of a state, or the governor-elect in this case. But I'll tell you what, I'm grateful to you, Mom. I'm grateful to you, Dad. Thank you so much for everything. I appreciate it. I will simply say this, at the risk of bringing us down, I do want us to remember that the task before us has only just begun. It truly has only just begun. And that while there are people in other rooms just like this and other parts of this state that are disappointed tonight, who have poured for various reasons and in various ways themselves into campaigns, and things did not turn out as they had hoped for, and yet my hat is off to every single individual. From my immediate opponent, Jack Conway, and Drew Curtis, who I also heard from, to those that ran in the down-ticket races on both sides of the aisle, to all the men and women who have put themselves forward, it is at times a thankless task. And I'm grateful to those who have done so, because it is the very thing that makes the fabric of this nation strong when we continue to weave ourselves together with disparate ideas, different ideologies, different perspectives. This is the strength and the beauty of America. It truly is. And I'm grateful to those who have run. I'm grateful for the fact that while we have great opportunity ahead of us, and while it will be a great amount of work, that we have this kind of enthusiasm, this type of encouragement. Because this is the chance for a fresh start. It truly is. And we desperately need it. I'm grateful for the fact that we, and when I say we, I mean all of you, have run this race our way. And by our way, what I mean is we have not chosen to climb into the trough. We have chosen to take the proverbial high road, and this is good because I believe this offers us an opportunity to change the tenor of what has become expected in the world of politics, that we have become... You all are living proof of the fact that we don't need to follow down that cycle, that we don't need to settle for the lesser of evils, that we don't need to settle for the divisiveness, that we can celebrate solutions, that we can celebrate the greatness of our diversity and yet the things that bring us together. This is what I am grateful for. I'm grateful for the fact that you all went to the ballot box, and those that are watching, and those that have collectively decided that we want a fresh start, that we want to turn the page. This is your Kentucky. This is our opportunity. We will seek the future together, but we will do it as one Kentucky, Republican and Democrat alike, independent, those who did not even vote. To those of you who did vote, I personally thank you. I thank you on behalf of those men and women who have given everything, who have given us the ability to go to the ballot box. I thank you. For the 1.5 million Americans who have given their lives in uniform of our nation's military, for the men and women who have given their lives in the uniform of our police officers and our firefighters and our other first responders. These are people who did not have the ability to vote. But because of the fact that they have gone into places and done things that we did not want to do, that some of us were not even able to do, but they were willing and able to do these things, they have afforded us the very ability to be here tonight, freely assembled, freely speaking, and having the very privilege of the ballot box. And so our hat is off to those of you who have given everything, and to your families who are watching tonight. This is a call out to everyone in Kentucky tonight. Whether you voted for me, whether you didn't vote for me, whether you voted or didn't vote, this is your Kentucky. This is your America. This is our opportunity to come together as one. We have much work ahead of us. I've said it often on the campaign trail, But Thomas Edison noted that most people in life miss opportunity. He said they miss opportunity because it usually shows up in overalls and looks like hard work. And indeed, it's true. Indeed, it is true. We have much hard work ahead of us, but we have extraordinary opportunity. We are blessed with things in this state you could not buy at any price. We are blessed with an abundance of resources. We are blessed with an incredible set of values that the vast majority of Kentuckians hold. The core Christian values that this nation was built on, and while some will apologize, there is no reason that we must apologize for the core principles that make us an exceptional nation, that make us an exceptional state. We are remarkably alike. I have driven 95,000 miles around this state in the last 2 years. That's a lot of miles. I've seen many of you many times, and some of you I've seen for the first time tonight. But I'll tell you this, we are, for all the things that separate us, we are incredibly alike. And I want us tonight to go out of here inspired to unite. I challenge each of you tonight to find somebody as you go about your business tomorrow, somebody who you know was on the other side of this particular battle, this particular political equation, and reach out to them. Extend your hand, literally, figuratively, whatever the case might be. That we are only going to be the greatest version of ourselves if, in fact, we are one Kentucky. It must happen. My challenge to you is do not fail to take the high road as we have done to this point. Continue to take the high road, because this is the opportunity for Kentucky to be a beacon to the nation. The values that we hold, the principles that we hold, the work ethic that we hold, the high road that we will take, this will change the tenor of what happens in the 2016 race. It truly will, because it will be you who represent the fact that Kentucky is a crown jewel in the crown of America. We truly are. I will simply say this in closing. I am grateful to you. I am more grateful to you than I would be able to express even if I were to try. I'm humbled by the challenge before us. I'm humbled by the opportunity before us. I'm grateful for the fact that you have been so generous with your support to so many others who have run as well from the conservative side of the aisle. And I'll tell you, while I'm a Republican, and I've always been a Republican, and I'm proud for the fact that this is a great night for the Republican Party in the state of Kentucky. I'm also grateful for the fact that, even more importantly, this is a great night for conservatives in the state of Kentucky. We have a lot of work ahead of us. We have a lot of work to do. It's going to be time to get the overalls on, get the boots on, get out of bed. But this is our opportunity to go out and seize it. I am grateful to each and every one of you for being here. Enjoy this night. But do not forget that we are one Kentucky. Black, white, rural, urban, at both ends of the socioeconomic spectrum. We represent an opportunity as a ticket to be something that Kentucky has never seen, representation of who we are, a seat at the table for people from every perspective of our state. This is going to change the tenor of this state, just as it changed the tenor of this election and the way we executed this campaign. I truly think we as a state have the ability to change the tenor of what politics looks like, what representation looks like, what a seat at the table means, what it will mean when Kentucky shines like the beacon that it will be. I'm grateful to you. I'm thankful to you. God bless you, and may God bless the Commonwealth of Kentucky. Thank you.